because Gareth Evans has worked on VHS too, I thought I'd bring in some of my own VHS so that we could, I don't know, have a chat about them, have a chat about the movie. So I'll just hand you a random one. Have you seen CHUD?
I'm really ashamed to say I haven't. I fucking knew this was gonna happen. See, I had this feeling that like every title would be something I should have seen but haven't seen. I have not seen CHUD.
Oh well, I recommend it. It's very weird, and they use. I mean, look at this guy.
That's amazing.
They use a lot of practical effects in the movie. What was it like working with the practical effects on VHS 2? I know that you had some involvement with the puppet.
Yeah, we kind of like we combined like 3 different elements of like of effects on our segment. Like we had like a guy who made, like he's known for making sort of like latex puppetry and things, and like, you know, costumes and things. So we had him come on board to help us do stuff like the pregnant belly, and then the not so pregnant belly. Like he did a lot of that stuff for us. Like, you know, he kind of prepped a lot of those. There are a few things that we actually dropped in the end because like we just couldn't sell them to look realistic when we came to the shoot. But then on top of that, then we had obviously our makeup artist like Sadie and her assistant Nofi doing like all the sort of blood effects and scarring, and like they did the exploded head on the floor and things like that. And then all of that kind of got combined, and like we tried to kind of give as much as we could practical, and then add the CG last go off, then just to kind of like paint out the seams of things. So like that's where we kind of wanted to use CG more, was to kind of just to complement the practical effects, because we feel that kind of works a bit better than just creating the whole thing from scratch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so that's been something that like, it was kind of like when I did the Raid, I did a lot in CG, and then when I did when Timo was working, he did mostly practical. And so on VHS too, we kind of found a place to meet in the middle, and now that's kind of been a place that we've both gone from then in our respective projects since then.
Cool, awesome. Well, they could have used some of that on CHUD, I tell you. Now this one, I don't expect you to have seen. It's a terrible portmanteau called Chillers. Seen that?
No, I haven't. No.
And
I'm 2 for 2 and nothing I've seen so far.
For that one, I was wondering,
holy shit,
what's it like working on a portmanteau with other directors? Like, obviously there's a lot of trust there.
Yeah, it's cool. It's one of those things where how can I say, you just don't want to fuck up because you don't want to let anyone down, basically. That's that's kind of like in terms of pressure, there's that idea of like, you know, not knowing if we were going to produce something which would be up to the standard that was required of the thing. You know, we were dealing with a tight schedule and a tight budget, and what we wanted to do was be really ambitious, and we wanted to just kind of throw it all up there on the screen, and sort of just think about things later. I mean, you know, we were making films in Indonesia where the censorship is a little more extreme than it is over in US, but this was for a project that was for the US, so then we kind of felt a little bit liberated then to kind of just say, oh, let's just go for it, just, you know, not like push every button, and not to kind of be, you know, to still have some sense of like a moral code and ethics and stuff. Like there were certain things we wouldn't do, and there were certain things that we kind of disagreed upon, and we're like, okay, we're not going to do that. But yeah, to kind of just explore maybe like a darker side than we've done before. So yeah, cool. It was quite liberating.
Excellent. And again, better than that. So.
Oh, please let me have seen the third one.
Oh, okay.
How many are there in the bag?
There's 3 more left.
3 more left. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I'm hoping that you've seen this one because it is a
yes, I have seen
Troll
2, yeah. And I saw the making of it, the Best Worst movie.
Yeah,
that was fucking great.
Brilliant, isn't it? And so, when did you first see it? Did you see it on VHS? Or?
See, I'm ashamed to say that I came to this late. I saw this after I saw the documentary, and I was like, okay, I gotta track it down and see it somehow. It's pretty incredible.
And are you a fan of like bad movies, like movies that are so bad they're good in general?
Well, it's, you know, like it's one of those things, like it's kind of tough as a filmmaker then to kind of to go through the experience of making something.
Exactly.
It's so fucking hard, you know, and it's so difficult to do it anyway. So when things go right, sometimes you feel like some of the things that go right are by accident. Some things that go wrong are also by accident. Sometimes we just shit, you know. But like, you know, it's hard. It's kind of like, it's really hard now to be like judgmental of a film.
Exactly.
Because like you just realize how difficult it is, and like obviously like not every director is like that, but like you know, it's one of those things whereby you've got to really fucking love it to just keep doing it. Like you can make your first feature and then find it too stressful and move on and say it's not for me and move on. But if you keep plugging away, if you keep making films and stuff like that, then it's gotta be for the love of it, because you sacrifice like all of your social life. It's all gone, like, you know, and it's for like the set amount of time that you're in production. So it makes it hard then to kind of like, you know, yeah, I get it. Like I do get it why it's funny, and I do get it why it's bad. And I can control too, and yeah, to a certain extent, maybe The Room as well would be another one. But at the same time, yeah, they all mean well. Yeah.
And do you find yourself watching good movies differently now? Are you able to lose yourself in them, or do you analyse them? And...
When I'm editing, like I am right now, I hate watching movies. I really hate watching movies. Like the one thing I do is tend to watch sitcoms or TV shows. That's it. My attention span is so low, and the worst thing is if I watch a movie now, I'll dissect the shit out of it the entire way through. Like, and especially action movies, especially martial arts movies. Like I can't throughout production until we're done, I cannot watch a single martial arts film, because what'll happen is, even if that martial arts film, like it might be like a bad movie, it might be really bad, there might be like one little element of the choreography that's really cool, and I'll be kicking myself that we didn't do something like that. And it's just you get all these little like stupid little insecurities and stuff, and then you watch editing of action films, you'll be like, ah, shit, they're doing this wrong, or oh, that's a really good idea, maybe we should have done something like this, which can be seen as a good way to learn from it, but not while I'm editing.
And so what you're watching at the moment while you're editing, it's Raid 2, isn't it?
Okay, strangely, considering I'm editing like a violent action movie, yeah, I'll watch like comedy shows. I watch a lot of Peep Show. I love Peep Show. I mean, I've seen it before, like, but I kind of like, I'll just go back through the entire season's worth of it. Peep Show I watch a lot of. How I Met Your Mother I watched a couple of times as well. It's bizarre influence for me while I'm cutting, you know, awesome. Eco stabbing someone at the same time. You know, Barney doing a dancing number or something. but then, like, you know, I'm hooked on Breaking Bad. Like, I'm obsessive about it at the moment, and so now that final half of the season's coming up, like for everything before, I'd always play catch up and just watch it once it's all done. But I'm so paranoid that I'm gonna have it ruined for me by Twitter.
Everywhere. It's gonna be like The Sopranos, isn't it?
So there's no way. Like, so I'm forced to watch it weekly now until it's done. So that and the thing is with the Indonesian time zone difference as well. It's such that like I can't have the benefit of waking up and then suddenly having the episode ready for me. The episode when we're in Indonesia doesn't go up on Netflix till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm just like, I never touch my phone. Just like nobody's allowed to ruin it for me.
We've got a couple more.
At least I've seen one so far.
And Deadly Prey.
Holy shit. Okay, alright. I haven't seen this, right?
Oh no.
But I've seen the cover 100 million times, because back when I was like 16, I used to work in a video store.
Oh wow.
And they had this, and I never got around to watching this.
Oh dude, you've got to see it.
Yeah. I tell you what I did see. I'm different era of time basically, but there's a Brian Bosworth film which had the best title ever, which was One Tough Bastard. Yeah, it's incredible.
So good.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this box a lot of times. I've never got around to watching it.
And so my question, based on that, very different movies, what can you tell us about the Raid 2? Like, what secrets can you reveal? Well, this is one of the worst action movies of all time, and I think the Raid 2 is going to be one of the best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're alright.
Thank you. Yeah. What we're doing in the sequel to be different from the first is like, we had a lot of people who really liked the first, and it was really nice, like really good response to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I couldn't go and do the second film being the same as the first. And it's not enough for us to just keep finding inventive ways to kill people anymore. That won't cut it anymore. What worked for us in the first one was the element of surprise, but that's gone. So people know what to expect a little bit now from what we do. So to that respect, I decided, okay, well let's expand the world out. Let's make the universe bigger. Let's make the characters more interesting, more developed, and tell a film that's got a lot more drama in it than the first one did. But at the same time, drama that pushes the plot forward, that keeps building to these set of consequences, which will end up becoming this like relentless action movie. But we put in the building blocks first. Like, there's still a ton of little set pieces along the way. But literally, I think the last 45 minutes is just all out. It just goes crazy then. So, so like, we do build to it, but like, I think we might call upon a little bit more patience than we did on the first movie. But the reward should be there. So yeah, should be fun.
Wait. Okay, last one. And this is one of my favourite horror movies. It's Neon Maniacs. I don't suppose.
No,
you've
I
got
haven't seen that. No.
And I'm just wondering if you will return to horror through your experience.
I would love to do a horror film. I have like a this is nuts. I have like a script that I wrote like a long time ago that was kind of like horror based that I'd be interested in doing at some point. But yeah, I would love to go back to it. I'm kind of interested in all different genres though. Like I'd love to do. This sounds strange to say, but I'd love to do a musical or a dance movie or something. You know, like the old Fred Astaire type stuff. You know, I'd love to do that kind of thing. That would be an interesting thing for me as well. And at some point, I gotta do like a family movie, like a kids movie or something, just so I can show something finally to my little girl. Because like the amount of times that because I'm editing right now and then she's coming into the room and I'm always telling her, oh no, keep watching TV. This is too scary for you. This is too scary. So she must think that like I'm just doing some crazy horror stuff again on the laptop. But yeah, it's I kind of like at the moment obviously like I do a lot of action and that's been something that's kind of like been beneficial to me and something that I'm really interested in, and there's a lot of things I want to explore with action as well. But like I don't want to get pigeonholed either. I want to do other genres and like horror, like musical, like I'd love to do a western. Western would be my dream
nice.
genre.
What do you think of Django Unchained?
Yeah, I really like that a lot. It's great fun.
Really
nice.
Really good. Cool, and presumably you're not going to remake Garbage Pail Kids the movie.
No, we talked about that earlier. Yeah.
It's just so weird.
It's really dark. It's really scary. The only thing I can remember from it was Windy Winston. That's about it, really. That's the only thing I can remember. But yeah, dude, I thought we were gonna get like if you'd pick like, have you seen Sakura Killers?
I haven't actually.
Oh, see, that's what you gotta watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an American sort of like ninja movie.
Oh.
But one of the ninjas would go underground and then he'd tunnel through and churn up the ground and then just fucking somersault out through the ground.
Amazing.
It was amazing. It was. I remember seeing the trailer for it and thinking I have to see that film.
What other recommendations?
Okay. Oh, if we're gonna do that, let's see. All right, let's see. Which 5 would I pick? Sakura Killers would be 1.
Yeah.
Star Chaser: The Legend of Orin.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Animated film from the 80s.
Oh wow, no.
Pretty dark as well. It was kind of weird. A lot of slavery trade themes in there.
Wow.
Which is dark as well.
Yeah.
But it was robots and humans, you know.
Right. Okay.
Let's see what else. One Tough Bastard, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They need to remake that.
They do need to.
Just keep the title, change everything else. Fine.
Just change everything else. Just keep the title. Oh, I don't know now. I gotta think of some more.
Sorry, I really have sprung this on you.
Yeah, you have sprung it on me now. Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Good.
That is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of others, but yeah, those are the ones I can remember right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for
your
time, man. It's
Appreciate
been
it.
Really awesome.
Nice
Thank
one.
you.